There we go. Good afternoon, Onion Lake. Um, I'm here with the Onion Lake Seventh Generation podcast, and today here I have with me Grayson Chell.
Hello, everybody.
Grayson, tell me a little bit about yourself. Where are you from, and how old are you?
Well, I'm 21. I'm from here, Onion Lake, and I also go to school over in Toledo, Ohio. Play
Toledo, Ohio.
university in the ACHA Division One.
Yeah. So where is Toledo by? Where is it located by?
I guess a place where everybody knows is probably Detroit. It's just under Detroit, like about 30 minutes, 20 minutes
Right
under
under it.
Detroit.
Yeah, that's not bad.
4 hours away from Chicago. Yeah,
Yeah, that's not bad.
it's a nice area.
Yeah. I took a little drive by Detroit in around October, I believe, of last year. Yeah,
Yeah,
I had a weekend series in Motor City.
you gave me a text there.
Yeah, but someone was busy, so
Busy with school.
it's all right. It's okay.
How did your year go in Watertown?
It went good. It went good for the most part, and had a little bit of contract complications halfway through.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then beginning of this year, I was living in Quebec. I was playing all over Quebec and Ontario in those big res tournaments. Um, I mean, they're bigger tournaments than here. They're not contact. They're just senior.
Did you win any? I didn't even ask you at all.
No, we took second. The second place was 25 grand. I mean,
Yeah.
that's still pretty good. First
Still
place
pretty
got
solid, yeah.
first place was 35 grand, and that was in Moose Factory,
Moose Factory.
Ontario.
Oh, it's in Ontario.
Yeah, that's real far. It's really far north. You can only get in. You could only get in by like an ice road for like that truckers use.
Yeah.
It's not good. It's not good for your vehicle to go in. So
Yeah, I've driven on one ice road actually. That was in Red Lake.
yeah, a little scary, but it was a fun experience. Really great.
Living
And then
over there. And then over in Quebec too.
um, I mean their poutines are nice, but the language barriers, it's I think that cuts it for me.
Yeah.
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 But besides that, it's pretty nice over there. I mean, once you get in the countryside, it's pretty nice. It's sort of similar to BC, but
Yeah, BC's nice.
yeah, but roads are terrible in Quebec. So
I remember living over in BC for it was for a year over in Summerland. It's right beside Kelowna.
yeah,
Nice area over there.
right in the
Very
Kootenays.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Drive to Kelowna. It's very nice in Kelowna.
Yeah,
Eat at a couple places there with the boys and just by
Yeah.
I guess the water. It's just nice.
I feel like I feel like in BC the food places and the coffee places over there are like top tier
Yeah,
compared to
no.
like any other
I
province in
think I agree.
Canada.
They're a lot better over there.
Yeah, like
I like their
food spots
Yeah,
are
no, I was gonna
unreal
say
over
that.
there because most of them are just like they're started up by like small
yeah.
like entrepreneurs, and
Try to
they
get
like
some-
relocate to like the big city, and then they have like a really small company, but somehow the food is like better than these
It's authentic.
yeah, like their
Yeah.
food is like a lot better than these
Yeah.
chain restaurant kind of food, so it's really good. So you're going to school in Toledo. What are you taking for classes?
Well, I'm majoring in health science, and I'm gonna go into personal training and physiotherapy. The classes that I had this year they're just starting up for my major. So just started biology, English classes, one English class, couple electives, sociology, psychology, all the health science class that I took.
Yeah.
It was a little trouble at first because being out of school, graduated in 2021, being out of school in 3 years, and then this being my first year back at school. It's
Yeah.
a little hard getting back into the swing of things, but
Yeah.
I eventually got into it when it really mattered at the end. So I had to like pull up my pants and really lock in. But
Really grind it down.
yeah, but I made it happen, and now I know what to do for these next years, and just take more notes, and
Yeah.
I don't know, just spend more time studying.
Yeah. Well, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
At least you figured that out right
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
So when does your next semester start?
Uh,
When do you go back?
I'll be going back in August 18th, around that time, and then I'll be moving in, and I think the following week after, on that Monday, is when I start classes.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it'll be in like the end of August. That's when I start classes, end of August.
Yeah. It's not bad.
Yeah. But I still got to pick out my classes for that. So
Yeah. So how was the drive down to Toledo? How long? How far is it?
it's a pretty long drive, 26 hours.
26.
I mean, it's not the furthest I've driven, but it was a nice drive. It was pretty nice. A lot of drove really fast, I guess. A lot of the speed limit's really, really high over there.
Yeah.
So, but I
Yeah,
mean,
the American highways, their speed limits.
furthest I've
crazy.
driven on my own, and this is 36 hours, and I was from where was that again? It was beside I will say Nova Scotia. It was Nova Scotia to Ontario, and that was about 36 hours. I think I'd have to drive through like 4 provinces. That was a nice drive, though.
I believe it.
I like driving through Canada and Ontario, Quebec.
Yeah,
It's a very nice drive.
I believe it.
Took a few days though.
Yeah, traveling's one thing that I've done a lot too.
Oh yeah, I like traveling.
Yeah.
I like, especially driving. I just like flying as well. Done a lot of flying as well.
Flying scares me a little bit. I mean, recently it's been scaring me.
Yeah, I know. I've seen a lot of
these
crazy videos
Seeing
on
a lot
TikTok.
of these videos is just creeping me out. I don't want to book any more flights. Yeah. So you're out with an injury, I see.
Yeah.
When do you plan on going back to full swing and training? How long do you think?
I'd say, well, I mean, I've been full swing in the training right now since I got back.
But I mean, like full body.
Yeah. I mean, I've been hitting like lower body and core while I've been out with my. I broke my my wrist, so that was probably 4 weeks ago. I was at Senators Cup and I just fell on it weird. I just fell on it weird.
Yeah.
But I'd say probably month before I can start like actually lifting weights and doing stuff with it without the cast.
Yeah.
But I've just been keeping my whole lower body pretty busy, and it's been getting pretty sore.
That's
all
good.
I've been hitting.
That's
I
good.
mean, it's a good step because last year I got surgery on my ankle.
Yeah.
And I wasn't allowed to work. It was around this time, and I wasn't out till about July.
Yeah.
And I wasn't allowed to work out my lower body like to my full potential because I had probably a plate and a screw in there still.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nice just being able to hit legs and get to that full strength.
Yeah, that's good. So you just plan on like regaining what you lost last year for skating?
I felt like this year was a little bit of a slow year just because of that injury.
Yeah.
Getting back into like just my speed wise but we're working on that I'm working on that right now, and I can kind of already see an improvement in my explosiveness. So
that's good. That's
pretty good. Yeah.
So where are you training right now?
I'm training in Wainwright with Huxley.
Huxley. So what kind of trainer is he? Is he a skating coach, shooting coach, strength and conditioning coach? What is he?
He skates and he works out with us, trains us. But I don't think the skates don't start until July, which is nice because I'll be ready by then.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. So
he's just been training us.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I won't be skating till like maybe I'm gonna say beginning of July.
Just with the Hagars or who else?
I have one more tournament. One more res tournament. Yeah.
Which one?
That's in Ottawa.
Oh yeah.
July 3rd. July 3rd to the 6th.
What's that one called? Do you remember?
I think last year it was called the Every Child Matters tournament.
I think I've heard of that.
It was pretty big, so
Yeah.
I'll be going there this year.
That's sick.
Yeah, should be fun. My first time playing in Ottawa, so
Right in Ottawa.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's in Ottawa or in Gatineau. So
Okay, no, yeah.
yeah, I don't know. It could be both. I'm not sure. It's a big tournament. So
Yeah. Get as much skates as you can before you go back home. At least that's what
Yeah.
I'm trying to do.
yeah, that's good.
Skating with Huxley and then Hagars as well.
Yeah, that's good. So, so recently, me and Grayson have an idea has been brought to both of us that we will be starting our own podcast here. We would be running it every day. I'm gonna say around 12:30, 1 o'clock. It'll happen every day.
Aim for 1:30.
Yeah.
1. Yeah.
So the podcast would pretty much it would be started up because it's to reach out to the younger generation, give them something to talk and hear about. So me and Grayson will be discussing topics such as hockey, sports, golf, fitness, such as working out, hockey news,
Yeah.
or even like stuff that we hear that's going on in the res. And we have like a whole bunch of ideas that we want to start up in the summer, and that includes a fitness program that would be ran approximately 3 days a week, and that would be after school hours, of course, and a ball hockey league that would be ran every Tuesdays and Thursdays for the spring summer. And we would have playoffs by the end of July, early August, depending on how many teams are entered.
And we probably get a poster up about that on Facebook later today or early tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll start early on the sign up sheet. Yeah, so it's the podcast would just be we would bring in a lot of guests that me and Grayson have played with growing up throughout our hockey careers. As some play in the NHL, some play in the minor pros. Some of my teammates I played with have played overseas, so there will be a lot of guests that will be on the show that everyone can hopefully get a chance to hear our stories during our playing days and their experience that they've gone through. So that'll be a little something for everyone to hear.
Yep.
Anything you want to throw in there?
No, I think you got all of that for the fitness
Yeah.
part of it. So good job to you.
Yeah. So the fitness program would be for all ages, from U9 to or 10 and over.
Yeah.
The ages. There would be 5 groups that would be ran. There will be individually. There will be individual sessions open to anyone.
Whoever wants it.
Yeah. Just don't be afraid to reach out to me or Grayson if you see us wandering around a res, or shoot us a text for a little one-on-one individual work. We would be happy to do it. Could be regarding sports or fitness,
or just to talk,
or even just a talk.
Yeah.
That's great too.
because I think we've been through a little bit
Yeah.
hockey wise in the hockey world. We've
Yeah.
traveled a lot, been lots of places for hockey.
Yeah. So Grayson, I've from what I remember when we were kids, I remember you've moved away for quite some time. Where were the places that you've moved?
Jeez. I think I first moved away when I was 16, and I think that was to like an academy over in Victoria, BC. That place was nice. I forgot about that. That place was nice.
Victoria. Yeah, that's
Also,
the island. It's beautiful.
I think I was in grade 10, maybe 11, grade 10 or 11. But I went to high school there as well. The high school is just made out of glass.
Like a glass
It's
building.
basically just glass. Yeah, even the inside, just classrooms are just glass door, glass walls.
So you guys are just studying in a bubble, a Minecraft bubble.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was nice. Moved there, I think 16, yeah, grade 10, 11. And then I moved out to Summerlin, BC.
Yeah.
That's where I played in the KI, JHL. I like that. That was a fun league. That was a fun year.
Yeah, KI is
The
a fun.
Summerlin Steam.
KI is a fun league.
I think aren't they junior A now?
Yeah, they're an independent league, but they're considered junior A now.
Yeah,
Back
yeah.
then when I played, they were considered junior B.
Junior B. It was a high end junior B league.
When I first stepped in, it was in 2019. I came in as a 15-year-old.
Yeah, but
just a little boy with grown men. Yeah, but I established myself there quite well. So,
yeah, you did. How many points did you get that year again?
I had 23 points.
That's 15. Yeah, that's
23 points and 66 penalty minutes.
Nice.
I had locked in as a 16-year-old that year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, that was after I graduated that I went to Summerlin, and then that was junior B. So I wanted to play junior A. That's where you want to go if you want to make that development and go to junior A. So I got a call I signed with the Verdun Oil Capitals. And I played there for a little bit, and I got traded over to the South Shore Lumberjacks out in the Maritimes, the MHL, three-letter league.
Hey?
Three-letter league, isn't that cool?
That is pretty cool.
But it's so nice over there as well, down east, over in like Nova Scotia.
I believe it. So you've been down that way. I've been all along down the west coast here.
Yeah, BC. Yeah, I've been in just Kelowna, Penticton, that area for BC. Yeah. Driven around there. That's probably about it. But yeah, I've been probably like everywhere down east. Yeah. And I got some family over there as well on my dad's side. Yeah. We go visit them sometimes, and I think we're making a trip up this summer, next month probably.
That's pretty
Which
sweet.
Will be nice.
Probably not an exciting 36 hours. To get all the way down there.
Yeah.
Drive.
Yeah. I think I'm staying back just because of that reason, and I gotta work, and I'm gonna working out. I can't miss any workouts.
Smart.
I got those in the mornings.
Prioritizing your health.
Yeah,
that's good.
I wanna make it to the next level. So
it's good.
Gotta hit the gym every day, and it's kind of bad that I can't hit the ice right now. But
that's usually how it is. If you want to be good at something, if you want to pursue at it, you're gonna have to sacrifice some family time, some of your own time. You're gonna have to sacrifice and um put it towards your career or your hobbies. You know, which is good. Keeps your mind going.
Yeah.
Keeps your mental state sane. So it's really good.
It's good for your mental health as well. Yeah,
It's
working
really
out.
good,
It's good
yeah.
for your mental health.
Yeah.
Skating,
guess-
I find, is really good.
Yeah. After each workout,
Peaceful. Yeah. Yeah.
I feel my whole body feels really really good.
Oh
So
yeah.
yeah. Um. So, do you have anything? Any questions you got?
Yeah. Tell me about your years of when you first moved out to play hockey and your billeting and your experience around that.
Yeah. My first year I moved out. I think actually no, yeah, my first year I kind of sort of moved out, but I like moved into my auntie's place. No, my cousin's place in Lloyd. When I was 13 at the time. Yeah, I was 13. Moved to Lloyd. I was going to school there, but I was also just playing hockey like uh in like a house league outside
Yeah.
of Lloyd.
Yeah.
So I was playing there for a bit, and then the next year came along. I tried out for U16 AAA in Lloyd.
Yeah.
I made it till the very end. Then that last cut, I did not make it.
Was
So
that U15 team? The minors?
the
Is
U
what it called?
the
No?
U16 they're
U16s?
called the
Yeah.
U16 Rage,
Okay.
the Rohan
Yeah.
Bobcats. Yeah, I got cut that weekend. Pretty bummed out. Drove home all the way, and that year, my mom bought an apartment in Lloyd.
Yeah.
So, um, so we ended up moving to Lloyd. I was going to school at ES Laird.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that far, my apartment. So the whole reason was for us to live in Lloyd was for me to play hockey
Yeah.
and go to school. But I got cut, and I automatically had a spot on the midget AA
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
Lloyd. But um, the name BJ Carey,
Yeah.
Chuck Wagon driver.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
heard you mention them a lot.
He contacted my mom asking if I like needed a place to play, and I was like,
Where was that?
I sort of
again?
don't know, in Cold Lake.
Yeah.
He called my mom saying like do I have a place to play and all, and she said no. He just got cut from the last team he was trying out for. But apparently, I had to be, if I were to play for that midget AA team, I would have had to pay, I think, $2,000
Yeah.
to have a spot on the team for the year, and
Yeah.
I did not pay it yet. I showed up to a few practices, and I went to go try a practice in Cold Lake for when I got invited for the team. Went in practice, and then I don't know what I was putting myself into.
Yeah.
Like these guys are like 18, 19, 20-year-olds, and I'm going there as like a 14-year-old. I was pretty scared. I didn't know what to think of it. I went in, just did my thing, and I was okay at the time, but the coach liked me well enough, I suppose, that he kept me. So then
this was in Cold Lake.
yeah, this was in Cold Lake, that
For what?
that outlaw league. It was called
that's right.
the
Yeah.
WSHL.
That's right. Yeah.
The Western States Hockey League. We played teams in Edson, Hinton,
forgot you went there.
and Meadow Lake. Yeah. Yeah, they were called the Cold Lake Wings. I think that year I was just a hitter. That's all I was doing. I didn't care about points.
Yeah.
Didn't really care about any of that stuff. I just wanted to go in there and just throw my big body around. I mean, I did well.
Yeah.
I was throwing quite a bit.
Yeah, I've seen a few of your hits. You sent me a couple videos of them on Snap.
Yeah, and my billets that first year, they were wonderful. Their name are Angie Segan and shoot. Now I can't forget my billet dad's name, my first one. But the mother was Angie, and the kids were Cash and Cash and Kale. That's what their names were.
Trying to remember what my first billet parent was. It was definitely in Victoria when I went for school over there.
Yeah.
I was living with 3 other guys actually.
Yeah.
In a single mom and her kid.
Yeah.
It was nice though. It was nice living with the 3 other guys. I thought it'd be like a little bit of a gong show, but
Yeah, that's good.
we're all pretty tame and we all got along with each
That's
other.
good,
I thought,
yeah.
I thought a little couple fights were gonna break out, a little arguments or whatever, but no,
Yeah.
we all liked each other.
That's good. Yeah. And then the next year, where did I play the next year? Oh, I played in Golden. That's when my mom moved with me. I was too young to play out of province, so I played in that Golden BC, in that KIJHL.
Yeah.
And that's where I really took off with my hockey. That's where I really found my game over there. That's where I found my two-way defensive play.
Yeah, I think that was the same with me as well. Finding me playmaker, being
Yeah.
able to score when I can, and just
Mhm.
being able to see the ice.
Yeah.
So I think that's where I found it as well.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
that's
I,
good.
I think I averaged a point per game that year, which
Yeah.
was nice.
Yeah.
Majority of it being goals. So
Yeah.
I mean, this next year I'm hoping to try to get some more goals, just like
Yeah.
more points, I guess.
Yeah. That's good.
Create some more opportunities for myself and for my teammates.
And what was it? Yeah, so my mom moved with me
Yeah.
when I was playing in Golden. And then I had like a little routine going on there in the mornings, each morning. So me and my mom had an apartment by the river. It was kind of by downtown Golden.
Yeah.
It's just right across the bridge. That's where our apartments were. But there's like a nice walking trail where you could, I think it's like a kilometer down the river, and you could cross the train bridge there and come back on alongside the river. It's like the
Yeah.
same distance, a kilometer long. And it comes to downtown Golden, and there's a bridge that just goes right over the river right to my house. So I would run that every morning. So I pretty much run a 2-kilometer jog every morning before school.
That's a pretty small town, Golden, right?
It's tiny. It's tiny, but it's very nice. It's very
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everywhere.
Yeah, the
BC
locals
is pretty much.
were very, very friendly. They were really welcoming for me and my mom when I was there too.
Yeah.
We had no complications with anything there whatsoever.
Yeah.
What else? And after that year, after Golden year, I played in Tisdale,
Yeah.
Saskatchewan. Little small town. It's on the other side of Melfort. It's way on the other side of Prince Albert.
Near Saskatoon, Prince Albert.
Yeah. I think the population for there, I think, is like 2,000. It's not very much, but
it's pretty small.
but their team had a really, they were really well known for their program. So I signed there in, I think, shortly after my year in Golden. A couple months after I signed, a month or two after. Yeah, I signed in the spring. And that was my last year of U18. It's like my last year of minors. So I pretty much played 2 years of juniors, and then I'm going back to U18 for my last year. And this is when COVID year was coming. This is like before everything shut down. So I made it, and I was having a really good year. Like I felt like my whole life was like changing when I went there. Like I was eating well, I was working out lots. I was like moving lots, I was skating lots. I was becoming I was becoming a better hockey player just by being there and following the instructions that they gave us.
Yeah.
And I felt like it was really changing me as a person and a hockey player while I was there. And my billet parents or my billet dad, I stayed with a single dad,
Yeah.
and he had a son. The name was Luke. Billet dad his name was Danny.
Danny and Luke.
Danny and Luke, yeah, they were awesome. We went
Yeah.
golfing lots. And I had my billet brother. His name was Clay Sleva.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Thankfully, I've had some. Like a majority of all of my billets were pretty good to me. So,
Yeah, that's good.
I mean, I've heard a couple
Couple
not so
bad
good
ones here and
stories,
there,
yeah,
you know,
but I've been
there's always those ones.
thankfully I've been pretty good, and
Yeah.
you as well. So
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, and then but that was a fun year in Tisdale
Yeah, yeah.
because it was nice to have like an all guys house.
yeah,
And it was a pretty nice, well maintained house too. Everything was clean.
so you guys have a chef or something? Like, how's that?
He
work?
was our chef. He knew how to cook. He knew how to he knew how to lay down the barbecue.
Wait, who? You had a chef?
My billet dad.
Oh, your billet dad. Oh,
Yeah, he knew how to work the stove and the grill. So me and my billet brother ate really well when we were there.
okay.
Yeah.
That's deadly.
It was really deadly. And after that year, I signed in Melfort.
Yeah.
Signed with the Melfort Mustangs in the SJHL. My billet parents there, their names were Amy Empey and
I couldn't even remember. I don't think
Andrew.
I remember
Amy
mine.
and Andrew Empey. They were my billet parents in Melfort. They were nice. They took in two of us for me when I was there at the time. You know Vaughn.
Yeah.
Vaughn Holbrook.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
He
my
was
billet
your-
brother
he
at
was
the
your billet
time.
bro?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was in Melfort at the time I was there too. He got sent home a little early,
Yeah.
but then I think a week after I got traded. I got traded
Where?
to
was that?
Swan
Yeah, Swan,
Swan
yeah.
River. Swan River, Manitoba. But the team was Swan Valley Stampeders. My billet parents there, they were nice. They were really nice, but they always like respected my space. So I rarely saw them. I mean, it was a big house where I stayed in, but downstairs is where I stayed. My bedroom was downstairs, but it
Yeah.
was a downstairs suite.
Like a basement.
Yeah.
You got the whole basement basically.
Yeah, there was like a whole living room, kitchen, bathroom, showers down there.
Yeah.
And a pantry too. So, and I had like right out the door, like to downstairs, just outside. So I'd always walk around the house to go in and out through there. So sometimes I barely see my billet parents. So they were like kind of like an older couple, but
Yeah.
we never really talked there. There was really no communication that went there. It felt like pretty much I was just there, like living there, you know?
Yeah, you're just
Yeah. Like I would I
living
would come up and help and do dishes,
Yeah.
whatever. I'd try
up.
cook here and
Obviously,
there.
You gotta.
Yeah. But I felt like, I don't know, like the billet dad was great and all. The kids were great. The billet mom was great.
Yeah.
I just felt like I was always alone downstairs.
A little boring. Is that
Yeah,
what you're saying?
because it was always boring because there was no other teammates that I was living with. It was only just me
Yeah, I get
down
that.
there.
I mean, to me personally, I prefer living alone because I like staying in my room and I like gaming out.
Yeah.
I like playing games.
I like
and-
that. I thought I did.
Yeah.
I really thought I did like being alone in my own time. But then I come to realize that I get nothing done when I'm alone.
That is
you
true.
know.
That is true.
I sit there and I'm just like in my own head,
yeah.
you know? And then it just sucks sometimes. So
I get that.
so everywhere I go now, I usually try like have something going, like like music or a podcast or something. So I have like that,
Yeah.
like something going on as a background noise.
Yeah.
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 So-
No, I'm a little bit of an introvert, so I like That's I was living with this year. I was living with two of my teammates.
Yeah.
Both from Canada, which is sick. Both from Canada, BC and Quebec.
BC and Quebec.
Yeah, BC,
Did the
Quebec, Saskatchewan. That's funny. That's
Did the
crazy.
Quebec kid have the French accent?
No,
No?
he's straight. No,
Where is he from?
I don't know exactly where, but I don't know. But he's ginger. He's our goalie. He's our
Oh yeah,
goalie. Yeah,
nice.
which is nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
we just got a house for next year, which is sick.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
me and his name's Adam and Ryan. Me and Adam are both introverts, so we both like chilling in our room. I think that's part of the reason why we're trying to move into a bigger space is because Ryan is not. He likes to talk, and he likes to do stuff. And we had like nothing in our apartment. We just had all our stuff in our rooms, and then just our kitchen stuff, and nothing in the living room.
Yeah.
We were planning on getting a TV like right when we got there, but we just
haven't gotten to it.
No, we just never got a TV. So
Yeah.
I think he was just pretty bored. Just bored. Just because he doesn't game. He just
No.
reads books and yeah. So
That's
I think
not
he was
bad.
pretty bored on his own right there. So he wanted to get a bigger spot. Something I guess he can just call home, and we'll be there for. I guess I'll be there for like the rest of the time I'm there, which is 3 years. So
Yeah.
I got a spot there. So it's nice. It's nice.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. So back to what is it? Back to Manitoba. So yeah, then the next year I went back to Manitoba. I stayed with a different billet family though.
Yeah.
But I was half hour out of
Yeah,
town.
I remember you
I
telling me
was
that.
living
That's kind of yeah.
I was living on the Saskatchewan side, but my hockey team was in Manitoba, on the Manitoba side, but I was living in Saskatchewan. So I would have to drive.
How did
like,
that work then? Did they give you any like no
nothing.
like
No,
that?
it kind of sucked, but
Yeah,
what do you do?
whatever. Yeah,
But yeah, my billet parents there were amazing. They were both Indigenous. They're from the Paw. Their names were Ryan and Candace Braun. They had 3 kids. They were an outdoors family, and they had horses. So I really felt really at home there.
yeah.
That's
it.
They were nice though. I liked them a lot.
Yeah.
And then I went to California.
Ontario Rain.
Ontario, California.
Is that the
USPHL? Yeah. I stayed in Norco, USA, Norco, California.
How's that living over there? Like I haven't been to Cali yet. That's like I'd love to go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice for a first time.
Yeah.
First time going. It's nice, but
Yeah.
for me personally, I don't think I could see myself living there.
Living there, yeah. No,
it's a lot of
people, it's a little crazy there.
Population's really high.
Yeah.
It's hard to calculate when you're gonna get to the rink. It's either half hour or
traffic.
An hour and a half.
Yeah. On my way back, I drove through Chicago, and it probably would have took only like normally with no traffic take you 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Probably took me like 2 hours. 2 hours just to cross.
Just to get
just
through
because
Chicago.
all that traffic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just crazy.
Yeah, that is
delayed
crazy.
my time, but it was fine. Just sitting in the car.
Yeah.
Slowly moving.
Yeah. When I went to California, my billet parents, I lived in Norco, USA, and my billet mom was Colombian, and my billet dad was Mexican.
Yeah.
And they were nice. They were a really nice family. We talked lots about how their living was down there.
Yeah.
I talked a lot about like our living up here and like what our differences and similarities and all. They said they mentioned when they first saw me, they thought I was like a little Mexican.
Yeah, no, I get that too. Mexican. What is it? The other one.
Yeah,
I get a few other ones.
They always say like you could look Mexican, but you're too tall to be one.
That's
And then when I went down there, I could actually see why they always say that, because they are pretty short.
yeah.
They're a little smaller down there. Must be something in the air. I don't know.
I mean, I can see it. You kinda,
Yeah, but my billet parents were amazing. I loved them. My billet mom had a son. His name was Easton.
Easton.
Easton, yeah, he played hockey. He had a sick mullet too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a nice mullet. He had a nice mullet going.
Where was this again in California?
California, yeah. Been to a lot of nice places when I was there too, like San Diego. I played a lot. I played lots in San Diego. Checked out a few taco places down there too. It's pretty amazing. Yeah.
That's good.
Yep. I don't think I'll ever have those tacos again, because they don't make them like that anywhere else, unless I fly back and
Yeah.
go eat some for the fun of it. But yep. I think I lived like 30 to 35 minutes away from Disneyland in Anaheim. That's how close Norco was.
Yeah.
So Norco is like 20 minutes south of Ontario, where I played.
Yeah.
But it's like a hit or miss getting to the rink
Yeah.
because of traffic in the morning. Like sometimes it would take 30 minutes, sometimes it would take an hour and a half. But sorry, give me a sec. Water break. Yeah. So I've been to San Diego. And I've been through a few sketchy places when I was down there. There's quite a bit, yeah, like Riverside, California. Long Beach. Long Beach is pretty much Compton.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Long Beach. Oh yeah.
Long Beach, California. That's like right south of Los Angeles. That was scary. No, it's not scary. It feels
sketchy.
Feels sketchy driving through it. It felt sketchy because we were driving in a bus going through there. But there were some cool whips, cool vehicles.
I bet over there,
yeah.
Some crazy.
Yeah,
cars.
I mean, like some weekends when I was down there, me and like a few of my buddies, we go cruise to go see like the Hollywood sign.
Yeah.
Or we would go see like the Santa Monica Pier, like you know, in like the video game GTA, and you see like that Ferris wheel. It's literally the exact
same thing.
Yeah,
I've seen pictures of it.
And the volleyball beaches there too, right beside it. It's the exact same thing.
Crazy. What about GTA 6 getting delayed another year? It's supposed to be out Monday actually, but
it was supposed to be out this year. Hey,
now it's going to be May 26, 2026.
That's what
2025.
That's what they said last year.
Yeah, I know. It keeps delaying.
I'm not really much of a video game person myself. I only like to play NHL.
Some Chell, yeah.
That's probably about it.
A little Chell. Yeah, I play a little bit of Fortnite, Call of Duty. I play a lot of NBA though, 2K.
Yeah.
Play a lot on PC.
Yeah,
but PC.
I grew up on a farm, so I never really grew into playing video games. So, yeah. So my billet parents were really awesome in California, and I believe they are still billeting to this day. And my last year of juniors was in Vancouver Island, and my billet parents there were incredible. Their names were Jeff Collins and Kathy Collins. Great family. They had 2 kids, 1 boy and 1 girl. Their names were Cameron and Casey.
Yeah.
And the son played hockey. He's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely see him playing in the BCHL. He's pretty good. He was playing for he used to play for the Pacific Coast.
PCHA. Yeah.
But now he's playing for West Van.
West Van.
Yeah,
Prep.
he switched it up.
That's where Bedard played, eh?
Yeah.
I mean, I did play against. I should
Yeah.
know
Or
that.
actually, one of the guys I used to play with in Manitoba, his name is Miles Mason.
Yeah,
When he was playing in West Van, he was playing with Bedard.
yeah. We played a couple of games against Savoy as well. I forget another big name guy, but some
Yeah.
good players out in the CSSHL.
Yeah.
It's like academy school basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So and Miles, he shows me a video, and it's like they were like chugging, like a chug off, like who could see could drink the drink the fastest. It was Gatorade. That's what they were chugging. And it was him and Bedard in the hotel room. And this was like I think like 2 years from before that year.
Yeah.
They were both so tiny. They were like I think two of them were one of the youngest ones. But Miles Mason, he's like a smooth skater.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like a hockey player if you look at him in person. But once he's on skates, he can move so fast. He's he's a slippery player.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good. Yeah. So then he like shows me this video of them chugging Gatorade. And then Bedsy just drains his Gatorade bottle, and Miles is like still chugging his as he's going.
One gulped it.
Yeah, one gulped it. That's what he did. Yeah. And yeah, so my billet parents in BC, they were amazing. My billet dad, he was like a big outdoorsman, so he likes to hunt a lot and fish.
Yeah.
And the fishing there is great. Where I lived in Comox in the Cumberland area, it was so beautiful over there. The fishing there is amazing. There's a river that runs through the town, and you could walk to the river too, and you could go in the river. It's not that. I mean, it's pretty deep in some places, but you could do fly fishing there.
Yeah.
And you could see like the salmon. You could see the salmon in the river as like you stand beside the river, and it's beautiful. I've went fishing there a few times with a few of the guys from my team that year.
Nah?
Yeah, caught him. Didn't take him home though. I mean, we're allowed to fish anywhere with our treaty cards.
I think so. I'm not too sure.
No, we are
though.
Yeah, we are. Yeah. I went to the. I my first time about to go fishing there on the island. I go in. I'm like thinking I have to go buy a fishing license because it's in town and it's like alongside a river. And it's not on native land, so I was like, okay, let me go buy a fishing license.
And then they let you know, or
I go in, and then I was like, "How much are fishing license?" And he's like, he looks at me. It takes like a little longer than usual to respond. He's like, "Are you Indian?" Then I was like, "Yeah," and he's like, "You don't need to buy anything." I was like, "Oh, for real?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, you're allowed to fish anywhere." I was like, sweet, I didn't even need to come here then. And all like my white friends like from my team, they're all like wandering in the store because it's like a big like outdoors store, so there's like guns, bows, knives, and all like other stuff like that in there. They're all walking around and I'm there at the counter, and I'm there with a big smile on my face because I don't have to pay like $30.
So how much it is? Yeah,
I think so.
What is it like? How do you like, you gotta obviously probably take a written test for it, or no? You just gotta pay for a license.
I think you just gotta pay for a license, just how you gotta pay for an animal tag, like a deer tag.
Yeah.
I think that's usually how it goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I go in there. He asks like, "Are you Indian?" I'm like, "Yeah, I am." But it was kind of weird how he said it, you know.
A little, yeah.
He's like, "Are you Indian?" I'm like, I mean, yeah. Call me Indian, but yeah. So it was a really fun year. I think that year of junior hockey, I've walked a lot more than I've used the vehicle because everywhere in that town is really beautiful. Like because I was like I think it was like a 5-minute drive from the beach. So I always had something to do when I was done everything. I'd always just take a walk downtown Comox,
Yeah.
go sit on a patio, order like a drink or a coffee, or go walk the beach, look at shells or cool rocks, go skip rocks or go look at seals that are swimming around, go find crabs. There's like so much stuff to do there. It was amazing.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah. And then my first year pro this year, we didn't bill it. I got my own apartment. I got my own room.
Your own apartment. You didn't share with anybody. Just
I shared with someone.
yeah.
Yeah. I
Okay,
shared.
yeah.
His name was Ross Bartlett, my roommate.
Yeah.
Good guy. I like him. He's a good hockey player. He's fast. He definitely makes an impact on the game.
Yeah. I was living with him. You like it?
No.
No, you don't enjoy it.
I mean, he's a good person.
Dirty.
Very.
Really.
Yeah. He didn't really clean up after himself. So.
Yeah, that's not something that you want in an apartment. I mean,
no, so I had to take a lot of responsibility and cleaning up.
Luckily, I mean, I got two good roommates, and they're both pretty. I mean, I'm kind of a clean freak too. I like to keep my room clean over there, and kitchen sometimes, and they are as well. So
yeah,
apartment's pretty clean most of the time, and I mean all the time. And the guy Ryan, he likes to take up the garbage as soon as it gets full. So it's like
that's good.
It's sick. It's sick.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
Like even like when sometimes like when people cook and then they don't clean up like the stove area after. Yeah, he was the worst at that. Just leave grease stains left all over the stove. All the grease spills left like beside the stove. You just leave
leave the dishes in the
he'd leave the grease in the pan. But overall, he was a great guy.
Yeah.
Great guy. Great hockey player. And then shortly after he left due to personal reasons. And then shortly after, my assistant captain moved in, Kyle Heitzner. He used to play in the OHL with Mississauga Steelheads and Barrie Colts. Barrie Colts. Yeah. Yeah. He was like one of the enforcers almost, but he knew how to play. And when you see him now, like when I seen him play, he knows how to play.
Yeah.
And he knows how to fight. But you could tell he's a fighter. Just the way he's kind of delayed.
Yeah.
A bit. Like his consciousness, he's delayed. His thinking's delayed, his reactions a bit. But when he puts on skates, he's fine. It's just like when he comes to like normal everyday things, he's slow. And I think that really comes back to his fighting because he's 27, I think. And he's been playing pro for like 6 years.
Yeah.
He took a break, I think, for 2 years. But then he came back. But he's fought lots throughout those years.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he seems pretty slow up there.
Yeah. I mean,
he's a great guy.
Yeah.
I mean, most of those guys know best. Most of the enforcers know best in hockey. They can see the game. He sees the game really well, too. So,
yeah.
Speaking of that, Kyle Heitzner, he signed in Wytheville, Virginia, with the Blue Ridge Bobcats in the FPHL. He signed. He got traded there, and a couple days ago, I got a PTO from the Blue Ridge Bobcats for the 25-26 season.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get that signed up within these next couple days. So that will be my next location for my next year's hockey is Wytheville, Virginia.
Where's that? Sorry?
Virginia. Wytheville.
Wytheville?
with Phil, Virginia. Yeah, the
What's
the
that team name? The
Blue Ridge Bobcats. Yeah,
I mean, I'll be with Toledo for the next 3 years. I mean,
unless you
Yeah.
could try to get a call up.
I mean, that's the plan. Have a good year this year and get the call up somewhere and during playoffs or whenever our hockey year's done, and
Yeah,
just keep going up from there. That's the plan. I just gotta keep putting in the work, though.
yeah, it's good.
I mean, I gotta keep hitting gym here, and I want to ask you what's your workout schedule, I guess, routine looking like right now? Like, what are you up to?
Mine.
Yeah.
I've been taking it easy the past couple days, just because Freddie was the last tournament, and I've been grinding almost every weekend playing
Yeah.
hockey. I've been skating and working out every day for the past month and a half, or I guess ever since I moved home, which was beginning of April. I've been on the ice skating and working out. And I guess I finally let this week kind of be my rest week. But I was like slowly, like still doing like bodybuilding workouts,
Yeah. Are you going back to what's that place called?
Grit,
Yeah, Grit.
Integrity.
No, you're gonna be hitting on your own at Malty.
I feel like I want to.
Why not? Speaking of Malty, you wanna hit gym with me tomorrow? Start hitting at weekends.
I mean, why not? We could do that.
'Cause
Yeah,
I'm doing
might as well.
nothing on weekends, so it's like
Yeah.
let's get after it.
Yes, isn't? Yeah, Onion, like we could have a drop in too for the ice sessions too, eh? Since we're from Onion Lake, I think we get free drop-in sessions and free
Yeah, I don't see why. Yeah,
like free drop-in
I mean,
sessions for working out and
we can-
skating.
Yeah, we can get in. Like, yeah, we can use my number to work out, so I don't see why we couldn't use it to skate or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can lace up the boots and
yeah,
get
but
get back out there.
yeah, but my schedule right now, I think after this weekend, I'm gonna be going hard again. But this week was like a little relaxing lay low week.
Yeah, are you trying to obviously trying to build muscle?
Right now I'll be kind of like a bulking phase.
Bulking,
A
yeah.
bulking, like lots of heavy lifting.
You got to eat too, and majority of it's eating.
Yeah,
Like
it's
a lot of work. If you want to bulk, a lot of it's eating. You got to eat a lot.
the
every
right
day.
foods.
Yeah, and the right foods if you wanna clean bulk. But
Yeah.
it's a lot of it's just eating, just eating. Got to get those calories in and that protein
No.
every day.
Yeah, some will be heavy again by midsummer.
Yeah, that's my
Some
plan as
will be a
well.
little heavy, but
How much do you weigh right now?
right now I weigh around 215.
15? Yeah. I'm 183, some 180, 185. I fluctuate in between that, so
Yeah,
I'm trying to at least get some muscle up there. Yeah.
I think maybe heaviest I'll go is maybe 230, 235.
I want to try hit 190, just like muscle.
Yeah.
Try build some muscle with 190 this summer. Yeah, that's pretty doable. I just gotta eat because I'm hitting gym every day. I'm doing all that stuff, so I just
Yeah, don't forget your vitamins.
Yeah, taking my supplements as well. Eating right,
Mm-hmm.
water every day. Yeah.
Yep. Anything else you got?
No, I think we're all good to call it for today.
All good.
Yeah.
So we will do this same time, but on Monday
Yep.
at
We'll go 1:30.
we'll go 1:30. Okay, 1:30 it is.
1:30 every day. Yeah.
1:30 every day.
Every day through the week.
Yep.
Yep.
And we will just be touching base on physical and nutritional wellness. We'll be talking a lot about that.
Yep.
And maybe we'll have a little game notes for Monday from tonight for the Oilers game.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll see what I could scope out that game. See if I could talk about anything on Monday
We'll watch
about
the
that.
game, yeah.
But thanks for
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
thanks for tuning in.
For our first podcast. Just nice, good opportunity.
Yeah.
I think it went well.
Yeah,
Went
we'll get
pretty
better.
good. Oh
A
yeah.
lot better. Yeah. Well, thanks. Have a good weekend, guys, and we'll see you all Monday.